Hey gamers, and welcome back to a brand new Roblox Jailbreak video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the ultimate jailbreak trading guide. And with this guide, you should be able to get yourself a torpedo and a hypershift pretty quickly. But before we do get on with today's video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, because I am actually giving away this torpedo right here for free at 15k subscribers. And all you need to do for that is to subscribe and join my Discord server. There is a link down in the description, and go to the giveaways channel, and eventually, very soon, there'll be the giveaway just there. So that's all you need to do to win this torpedo. But anyway, guys, let's get on with today's video. So of course, for the start of trading, you need to head over to the trading island to actually do any of this, video. And whilst we're heading over there, I just want to give a big shout out to Deadeye the G. I got this idea from him, so make sure you go subscribe to him. His channel link is in the description. But anyway, to actually begin trading, you need to make your way here. On the minimap, it is just over here. It says the trade port is beside the mansion and just behind the volcano. So once you're here, what you need to do is you actually need to get into this little red box right here, and then you'll see a big timer appear, and then you'll be teleported to the trade island. Now, once you actually enter the trading island, you should arrive just here. This is the trading hub. Now, you can spawn any vehicle you want. If you don't have the mobile garage, you need to come over here to spawn your vehicle. There's the garage just over there. However, I have got the mobile game pass, so I can spawn any vehicle I want. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn myself the ML36. Now, if you already have vehicles inside Jailbreak, then you probably know all about the trading hub. So I'm not going to go on and on about the trading system and how it works. What you're really wanting to know is, what do I trade, how do I do it, and what is the best guide? Now, my first piece of advice for doing any trades, before you do any trade, make yourself familiar with trading websites. These are the values of every vehicle and item inside Jailbreak. Now, there's the two main websites. These are the ones I suggest: jbvalues.com and jailbreaktrading.net. Make sure these are the only links that you go to. Don't go to any fishy websites. These are the two most trusted websites. My personal recommendation is jbvalues.com. Now, this is only because you can literally sort by vehicles, spoilers, rims, texture, colors, and you can search up the vehicle you want. So say I wanted to trade myself a Javelin. It's 20 million value. You can click view more, and it tells you all of it. It tells you the price, it tells you the value, it tells you the amount of times it's traded, the monthly unique, the max speed. It gives you a whole bunch of details and a nice graph to show the value over time. However, jailbreaktrading.net also has similar values. It's also very good. I recommend these two websites. Get yourself familiar with them, and once you've done that, if you continuously trade, you should start to remember vehicle values like 32 mil for Torp, 27 for Arachnid, and your main sort of ones. Other ones like the Shogun, the Parisian Agent, all the ones like under 10 mil, you might need to check occasionally. But there's the first bit of advice: use a jailbreak value website. Otherwise, you're snookered and you're not going to get any good trades at all. Now, to actually start off trading, if you go over to your inventory here by clicking this button, you can see my inventory, and these are the cars that I own. Now, if you're new to the game and you don't actually have any of these, modern cars that you've got, so like you've got Parisian, sorry, that's beside in the Shogun, the Beam Hybrid, a Torpedo maybe if you're lucky, and Proto 8, just stuff like that, then you're going to need to start from the very start. And what I mean by that is you're going to need to get money. You're going to need to grind in Jailbreak. Right now, I have 6.1 million cash in Jailbreak, and I own pretty much every $1 million vehicle inside the game, starting from the Vault Bike, going all the way to the useless sloop. Now, I highly recommend getting a $1 million vehicle before you start trading, because if I go up to a trade for someone and I try offer them like my Challenger, it's not worth a lot of money. Nobody really wants the Challenger because it's so cheap. You could just buy it in game for, very little. So unless you find someone very generous, they're not going to trade you for their Challenger. They're not going to give you a Vault Bike for the Challenger. They're just going to give you nothing, or they're going to back out the trade. Now, there are a couple vehicles that I would actually suggest getting by grinding. Now, the first one I recommend is the Vault Bike. The Vault Bike only costs $1 million, and of course, in trading, it has $1 million value. This is your run-of-the-mill sort of vehicle. You could trade it up. If you got enough Vault Bike, you could probably get some pretty good trades. Say you got like 3 Vault Bike, then you can maybe get yourself a Rattler, maybe a Torero, or an Agent, or if you're very lucky, a Shogun. Now, you're instantly getting limited value, which is very different than current day vehicles. So the Vault Bike right here, you can still buy for $1 million in Jailbreak. However, vehicles like the Agent, the Shogun, the Torero, the Rattler, all of them are limited. You cannot buy them. The only way to obtain these vehicles is through trading. So if you have a look here, as you can see, the Torero says limited. However, if we go to a random other vehicle, let's say the drone, which is $1 million, there is no limited badge there. Only the Torero and other limited vehicles will have a limited badge. So you cannot purchase... This is the Javelin, hold up. You cannot purchase this vehicle without trading. It's not physically possible. There is no option to buy a limited vehicle anymore. The only way to get them is through trading or to complete seasonals. And seasonals, you can get them for reaching level 10. It doesn't take too long. The most recent one was the OG monster truck. Now, a lot of seasons will have, you know, expensive cars. Now, the most notable one is probably the Beam Hybrid. The Season 1 level 10 grand prize. This came back out in 2020. Now, very OG, and right now, if you check a Jailbreak trading website, if it's all the way at the top, it's $22 million value, which is incredibly good. So, limiteds are obviously worth a lot more. So, try and get yourself a pretty cheap limited, like here, the Poseidon, $2.5 million value. So, if you theoretically had 3, maybe 4 Vault Bike or other $1 million vehicles, somebody might actually trade you their Parisian, sorry, the Poseidon, not Parisian. Now, of course, you'd have to be lucky, because limiteds naturally are worth more than ones that you can still buy. However, you might get lucky, you don't know. However, you can instantly give yourself a head start in trading by buying the concept. It is $2.5 million, so incredibly expensive. I don't actually own it, I traded mine away, and I don't really want to buy another concept because I would lose a lot of money. But say you just started trading, you could buy the concept for $2.5 million. It's a very, very good vehicle. As you can see, the concept is $2.5 million. You could literally get yourself a Bandit, Poseidon, Aperture, Carbonara, Airtail, Snake, Tiny Toy, Bloxy, Frostcrawler. Any of these vehicles below here, you can get for owning the concept. Now, of course, it does cost a lot of money, $2.5 million, but you can grind this and you can buy this without losing any of your current vehicles. And with that, you can buy a limited car like the Poseidon and just slowly trade your way up. Now, this will take time. It's going to take time regardless of how you do this. So be patient and take a lot of time to take your trades carefully and to always use a value website to make sure your trades are fair. Now, once you have yourself some basic car like that, you need to go over here and see this button above your head in the trading hub. You want to click it and you can type what you want. So your basic run-of-the-mill things are trading for, and then you put the item. So let's say trading for Vault. Now, I would offer anything and somebody would give me a Vault for it. Now, the other thing you get for is offering, and this basically is the exact opposite, and this means that you're trying to trade away your Vault Bike. Now, there's one thing that you can do which is very, very slightly pay to win, and that is buying this season pass over here. The trading VIP, it is costing 400 odd Robux at the moment, and as you can see, it makes my name kind of like RGB, which is pretty cool. Now, this can attract more attention, and also when you do a trade with someone, your name will appear as yellow, and it will stand out more than normal people. So if you do this, you've got a high chance of somebody actually accepting your trade. Of course, this will cost Robux to do, and it is not very advisory. The game pass is pretty much useless apart from the offering, the name tag, and also you can teleport right back to the main game with this button with trading VIP. You don't need to walk all the way back to the boat over there. Say that you now have a Shogun, a $3 million car. You want to get yourself a torpedo, which is a lot more, nearly 10 times the amount of this vehicle cost. Well, ladies, you need to trade up. This is going to take time. You need to find people that are generous. You need to be willing to spend ages. You need to maybe overpay occasionally to get a better and better vehicle. So I have the Shogun right now, which is only worth $3 million. Now, what's next? The Parisian or the Brulé? Those are only 500k more. You might find somebody who really wants the Shogun and has a Parisian and a Brulé, or either or, and they might be willing to trade you it for this Shogun. Now, this will take time, of course. You need to get lucky. Not everybody will do this, so don't take my word for it. And you need to slowly trade up all the way until you get to the best of the best, the Torpedo, which is 32.5 million value. Now, with every vehicle, there is different variants of said vehicle. If you go over to your inventory, and as you can see here, there is an orange ring around the OG monster truck, and there's a white one right here. Now, what this indicates is if I click the little eye dot, you can see the original owner is bobthelog, which is is me. But if I go to the beam hybrid and click on it, you can see the original owner is some random bloke. Now, if it's a random person and it is not some sort of orange color, which is your own, you need to be wary of duped items. These are items which are not OG. They're not normally obtained, and the value is naturally less. Now, the way that I check if something is duped, I go to Jailbreak Values Dupe List. Now, if I'm going to go to my inventory and I find a torpedo, which I know is duped, I see the username is this, I then type it up in here, and if I scroll all the way down, we find that the username will have a duped item. So I own this torpedo here. The original owner is Matron Clips, and as you can see here, there's a torpedo owned by Matron Clips, which is what I have in my inventory, and it is on the duped list. So now we know that this torpedo is duped. We can head over to another value website, which is jailbreakchain.net, and you can see that the jailbreak say that the normal value is 32.5 million, but the duped item value is 30 million. So people are going to offer less for this torpedo because it is duped. So I would personally say try get an item that is not duped. It will get you more value, of course, and duped items always have a chance that they might randomly get banned by a CMO. So yeah, of course, just be wary of duped items. Okay, so now that you know all that information, you want to know how can you get something like a torpedo for really quick and really easy, and occasionally for free. Now, my personal best advice is, giveaways. If you go to most jailbreak servers, I'm going to take jailbreaktrading.com, which is the website I was just on. If you go to giveaways, they've got a ton of vehicle giveaways going on. We've got the orange pixel, which is a color. We've got a striker vehicle giveaway. We've got a successor and a striker. So all of these giveaways exist. Now you can obviously go to another server like JB Trading Core. And I know these guys do giveaways literally every single day. Like, yeah, there's one today who won a torpedo. Now this was duped, so 30 million value, of course. And these are all legit. I can vouch for these servers that they are both legit. So those are my two recommended. Now, of course, join my Discord server because we do car giveaways there quite often, so you might as well. Now, honestly speaking, giveaways is perhaps your best bet of getting a good inventory full of torpedoes. Now, joining smaller servers might be the better opinion, to be honest, because there will be less people entering the giveaways. Now, you can do a little bit of social engineering as well, which is basically manipulation. I'm just kidding. Don't manipulate people. But what I'm saying basically is if you go up to a person, right, and you say, please torpedo, they're probably gonna say no. However, if you're really nice and maybe say like, hi, introduce yourself, get to know them very well, then you might be able to snuffle a little torpedo out of them. Now, I'm not saying you should do this. I'm just saying that you could do this. What I'm also just trying to say is be nice to people. They will give you, somebody's gonna be more lenient if you're nice to them. If you say, give me torpedo, idiot, or like, I hate you, but give me a free car, they're probably not gonna give you a free car. They're probably not gonna give you one if you're nice, but you've got a higher chance. So always be nice, always convey your message correctly. That's my best idea. But the conclusion of this is if you do want to get something for free pretty easily, the best two things you can do is be nice and join giveaways, and always check value websites, otherwise you're snookered. And one thing you should never trade for is hyperchromes. If you want to know why, let's have a look at this graph. As you can see, the Hyperblue level 5, the most valued hyperchrome, 130 million value, and then what happened on the third? Oops, it halved the value, and then halved it again, and it's now 30 million value instead of 130 million value. This hyperchrome is so unstable. Of course, trade for them if you want, but I suggest that you don't. They're really, really bad. But anyway, gamers, that is all for today's video. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. I'm giving away this torpedo for free at 15k subscribers, so you might as well subscribe. Also, join my Discord server. Once again, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I shall see you all in the next jailbreak video or live stream. Goodbye.